It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see DeAndre Swift. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Chargers and the Browns, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are in First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after... The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State, now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wentz.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Wentz. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing on first is Wentz. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the sparkling display of footwork. Play action. Now Wentz.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. And that's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot. C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
DeAndre Swift His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. The last series for him a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Wentz. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
To return is McKenzie.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 46.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift to about the 26 here. The Chargers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Holding, offense.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
Still 2nd down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Swift.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. they have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Now Wentz on third down. He's going to try and go deep again.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Jake Bailey now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing is Wentz. Right back to Pitts again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Wentz now on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Up the middle, it's Williams. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. McKenzie now to return it. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, D'Andre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one goes.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the play official here in the final 2 minutes.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
Mahomes now on first down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
It's hard to be surprised in the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now with
but it misses the target. Incomplete. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Browns shaken up on the play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Once again, it's Swift.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper to the...
And we're back now here in Cleveland. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Wentz. Oh, good move. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Browns on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Robert Quinn able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Right back to Swift again on second down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side Swift. And some room to maneuver. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On first down, Wentz. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Wentz. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now, Wentz again. Screen play set up for Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Wentz's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review, and this being inside 2 minutes.
After review of the play,
The officials
ruling
and
on the
folks in
field
New
goal
York got a
reversed.
second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Wentz now on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Wentz on third down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
So out come the Chargers.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So this one's